Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's bird video. We're going to have a look at the weather for the next 10 to 14 days for today's bird video. So day 10 is going to take us around the 10th of May. We'll be able to extend out beyond that. Yesterday's GFS and ECM ensembles, they run around a couple of weeks. I'm going to have a look at the CFS-V2 at the end of the video for May, and I shall get on that for you very shortly. Just say about the first video release today was our 7 AM upload, so a nice little short forecast from the weather next 2 or 3 days, and GMA Friday has been released as well, so check out the 2 videos that we've released so far today if you'd like to do that. I'll tell you what's coming up over the weekend at the end of the video. It's going to be an epic weekend of content, I can tell you that. More about that a little bit later on at the end of this 10 to 14 day video. Well, it's quite a sad day in a way, a bittersweet day, I suppose, today for GavsWeatherVids, because this is the homepage of the website. So the website is now inactive. GavsWeatherVids.com is now inactive as we've been, flagging up for the past couple of months. We're going to be YouTube exclusive from now on. It's time to let the website go, purely because I just don't have the time, to be able to maintain such a big YouTube channel. Got over 10,000 subscribers, now nearly 11,000 subscribers, along with the website as well. So I found myself last winter being very stretched, having to deal with the website and also with YouTube channel as well, and I know that the coming winter, I'll be stretched even more because the channel will be that much bigger again. And so it was time to let the website go, I thought. So this is how the homepage is looking now, just telling everybody that we're inactive. There is links to the YouTube channel, of course, and also to our Discord, Twitter, and Facebook page as well. So we can still connect via YouTube and Discord and Twitter and Facebook. All of the social media accounts are there, of course, for all of us to still be able to check in with one another and connect. And yeah, it's the end of an era, 9 years of GavsWeatherVids.com, but all good things come to an end, and it is the beginning of a new era as well, of course, because the YouTube channel is getting ever bigger, and that's where the focus is now. So thank you so much to all of you for the support you've given to the website, to GavsWeatherVids.com over the past 9 years. It's been an incredible 9 years, and I thank you so much for all of you who have supported the website. And we keep going though. We keep going on YouTube and across our social media accounts and pages. So thank you so much to everybody. And you can't get subbed to the channel, of course. That's where the videos are going to be uploaded to, they've always been uploaded to the channel, but that'd be a place to watch the videos. So if you used to watch it at GavsWeatherVids.com, you're not subscribed to YouTube, create a YouTube account, a Google account, and then sub, and you'll be able to keep up with all of the content. Thank you so much, everybody. Right, so of course this is our channel, so subscribe to the GavsWeatherVids YouTube channel if you would like to do that. Make sure you keep an eye as well on the community tab, because that's where I post updates. So for example, I posted this morning telling everybody what's coming up over the weekend. It's a little bit hidden. I'm not sure everybody is completely aware, but there is the community page where I sort of inform people day by day what's happening and whatnot. So do make sure you keep an eye on the community tab, community page. It's a little bit of a hidden gem, I think, within YouTube. So do make sure you keep an eye on that. There's polls and all sorts of things going on the community tab. So make sure you check that out. Right, okay, so that's brought everybody update with what's happened on this final day of April. So let's start the video then. So these are the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles for the next couple of weeks. We're looking at Nottingham today, so red line 30-year upper air temperature average for Nottingham. We're starting off cold and average at the moment, of course. Temperatures remain very suppressed. We're having more chilly days, cold nights, widespread frost, and all of that stuff. And it's carrying on this into the first week of May as well, or even into the second week of May, I suppose. So even here, like going into around the 8th, 9th, 10th of May, we're still below average. Late on, there is still indications later on in the second week of May that we get a bit of a warm-up taking place. So the upper air temperatures then start to lift up a little bit. It's enough to get white latitude ensemble back to the 30-year average, but it's a bit of a struggle. It's very extended range, and I think at least for the next week, probably the next 10 days, we say that it's going to be another cooler than average period coming up. So May is going to start on a very chilly note. And unsettled too. There will be regular bouts of rain, as you can see here, from beginning to end. So we're already showering. It's just going to turn more unsettled into next week, and these unsettled conditions then are likely to stretch out into the second week of May as well. So cool and unsettled, certainly for the first week to 10 days May. Maybe you'll say cold and wet even. You want to be a little bit more dramatic about it. Cold and wet through the first week to 10 days of May. Temperature anomalies from the 30th of April to the 8th of May are going to be colder than average, not just the UK, but through most parts of Europe as well. As far as southeast Europe is warmer, but other than that, it's a very chilly week coming up. Precipitation anomalies from the 30th of April to the 8th of May, a little bit wetter than average, especially for central and northern regions. Latest wind flow map from earthnullschool.net shows that we continue to be pulling in northeasterly winds. So the weather remains very chilly, to be honest. The air is coming from a long way north. Let's drag this down. You'll be able to see how far north these northerlies are coming from again. So they're originating right way from an Arctic and polar source, coming down the Norwegian Sea into west of Europe, as we have had quite a lot of over the past few weeks and months. You know, we've seen this a lot, these long fetch northerlies. We've got another one of those today. Right, so this is how UK Met is looking for Monday. So on Monday, we'll start to move low pressure in from off the Atlantic. We'll probably start on a mainly dry and cold note, but we've got a dartboard heading in through the course of Bank Holiday Monday. That looks like it's going to give a bit of a washout in places, wet and windy weather sweeping in from off the Atlantic Ocean. And it stays unsettled through to the middle of next week. This is as far as we get to with UK Met Thursday, 6th of May. Stays unsettled, winds in from a northwesterly direction. So we'll continue to be cool with further showers, if not some longer spells of rain. That's how the GFS midnight run was looking. This is, again, Bank Holiday Monday, low pressure to west of Ireland at midnight on Bank Holiday Monday. That sweeps through the country during Bank Holiday Monday, bringing gale force winds potentially and heavy bouts of rain as well. So it looks a bit grim for Bank Holiday Monday still, doesn't it? That low pressure then shifts over to Denmark by the middle of next week. We turn the wind into the north, so it starts to become colder with a northerly wind, or it becomes cold again with a northerly wind, and there'll be further showers, long spells of rain, maybe wintry over high ground in the north too. We keep those cool to quite cold and showery conditions going through to the end of next week, and then we get a bit of a change through the second weekend of May. So this is Sunday the 9th of May, deep low in the Atlantic, so still unsettled, but this starts to drag up something a lot warmer from the southwest, and we eventually shift the wind around to the south as we get through to Monday the 10th of May. Haven't had many southerlies over the past few weeks and months, but that is a proper southerly, drawing the air up from Mediterranean. So obviously it's going to bring much warmer air up to us if this comes off. So these are the upper air temperatures for Monday the 10th of May, and you can see that we've very much got that plus 10 Celsius isotherm riding northwards. So yeah, becoming much warmer there by day 10, but it's only very brief, only very temporary, as low pressure continues to rattle in from off the Atlantic and turns wind back into the west again. But just briefly, there is a push-up in the temperature with the GFS midnight run. Probably would be enough to get, if it occurs during the daytime, there's sunshine, probably enough to get the temperature around 21 degrees, I would have thought. But it is probably only a one-day wonder, and then we're into cooler and still unsettled weather as we come to the end of the GFS midnight run, which gets us to Sunday, 16th of May. 6Z, very latest, looks like this. So again, low pressure just to west of Ireland on Monday. That's going to give us potentially a bit of a washout. Wet and windy Bank Holiday Monday, I'm afraid. Then the rest of next week, it's very cool, maybe quite cold and showery. Towards the weekend of the 8th and 9th of May, we start to drag up these warmer southwesterlies again. Shift wind round actually to like a southerly, so it becomes a lot warmer. Plus 10 those isotherms starts to push northwards there as we go through the second weekend of May. So things definitely warming up, but still unsettled with showers or long spells of rain, maybe even a little bit volatile, possibly even a little bit thundery. This could be like a warm but quite wet pattern, I think. Day 10, again, looks pretty warm, but the warmth is being very quickly shoved away to the east, and by the time we get just beyond day 10, to the 11th of May, we're into a cooler westerly run of winds with showers, long spells of rain, and maybe just keep those unsettled and quite cool conditions going right up to the end of the GFS 6Z as well, which gets us to the 16th of May. No sign of anything sustained in terms of dry, warm weather before the middle of the month. GM looks like that again. Low pressure is threatening a bit of a washout for Bank Holiday Monday. Deep low dartboard centred over top of the country shifts into the North Sea. By middle of next week, we're back into the north, so cool, it's quite cold and showery. And then heading up towards day 10, again, we shift the wind around to more of a southerly, southwesterly. Start to draw up some warmth from the south, but it's very temporary due to the deepness of the low pressure pushing in from off the Atlantic. So any warmth is very quickly swept away. Nevertheless, sometime around this second weekend of May, we could get the temperature up to around 21 degrees, I think, hopefully, maybe. But very quickly pushed away, and by day 10, we're still unsettled, still bringing showers and long spells of rain into the country and cooling things down. Look how warm it is, how hot it is, I should say, really, across much of the continent, though. So this is a proper push of heat that's going to be moving northwards towards the second week of May. So there is going to be some appreciable levels of warm weather. It's just whether it gets to us, if it does, whether it lasts more than a few hours before it's swept away. Then we've got the ECM looking like that. So again, low pressure is out west of Ireland on Monday. That brings us wet and windy weather for Bank Holiday Monday. The low clears away to the east by middle of next week. Winds are back in from the north again, so more northerlies there, and then heading up towards day 10. In comes the low pressure, but not bringing as much warmth from the southwest with below. So instead of below sort of sitting to the west of Ireland and pulling up those southwesterlies to southerlies, below just sweeps in. And that means that any warmth is well away from us, like across eastern parts of France and into southern Germany, for example. So the ECM is cooler, maybe colder, and also very unsettled right way up to day 10. This is the precipitation type forecast based on that ECM run from TibetShow.com. So lots of showers coming up today. Some of them will be wintry, especially over high ground. Do a lot of again tomorrow with more showers breaking out tomorrow as well. And then into sunny on Monday, when in comes this area of low pressure. This is midday on Bank Holiday Monday, rapidly turning wet and windy in the west, and by the end of Bank Holiday Monday, away from Scotland anyway, all areas are looking wet and windy. That is a bank holiday washout. Beyond that, low pressure is into North Sea. We go back to showers, really wintry showers for northern areas being forecast here by the ECM. For the middle of next week, proper snow, probably into low levels across Scotland and northern England there with those showers. And then beyond that, it just stays unsettled really with the GFS. With the ECM, I should say. With further wet and windy weather sweeping in off the Atlantic all the way up to day 10. Further bouts of rain. So this is going to be a wet start to May, most definitely. Now, I cannot show you the options on the table in the ECM on Summer today because they have not updated at the Icelandic Met Office as I'm recording this video at midday on the 30th of April. So the last thing we'll show you for this video, hopefully they'll be back tomorrow. The last thing we'll show you for this video is going to be the May forecast, 700 millibar high anomaly forecast from CFS V2. Just looks unsettled now. A few days ago, a couple of weeks ago, this was suggesting like a high pressure fest for May. Well, not anymore. It's just bringing low pressure in off the Atlantic in quite a strong jet stream. It's keeping northern blocking going close to Greenland as well. It has low pressure over Scandinavia. So looking quite cool and wet there. Quite a cool wet May being suggested now with the CFS. Going for a cold average. You do not see this very often with CFS V2 forecasting below average temperatures. But there we go. Your forecasts have a cold of an average May, as is much of northern Europe. If this comes off, this locks into a cold and average spring, by the way. And also precipitation-wise, no signal, but I would have thought like a wet month is very likely. That low pressure coming in off the Atlantic. So cold, wet May forecast now by CFS. Not great, is it? If you enjoyed the video, then please can you smash the like button, make sure you subscribe to our channel, you want to see future weather content. You can do that, tell friends, family, and everybody else who subscribe. Thank you so much to all of you for doing this for GavsWeatherVids, and drop a comment and let us know what you think about this and all of our videos. Thank you to all of you for all of the support. I'm going to put on around another 11 subscribers. We're very close to 10 subscribers now needed to get to 10.9k, and that will leave us just with just 100 left to put on to get to 11k subscribers. So please hit the subscribe button, click the bell as well, and then you'll be notified by YouTube when we release content, live stream, and whatnot. Right, that's it then for today's videos. So I'll tell you what I'm going to tell you what's coming up over the weekend. Big weekend of updates coming up tomorrow. Start off with 7 AM upload. We'll have weekend forecast. We'll have the ECMWF 42-day forecast. Have a 10 to 14 day, and Terry Scoley's May forecast will be presented, you know, as a video as we do now. So lows coming up tomorrow. What a day we've got for you tomorrow. Sunday, going to have a summer update, summer update number 7. I think we're up to with that. We're going to have GavsWeatherVids sitting around and be live streaming. And then on Bank Holiday Money, of course, we've got our Bank Holiday Money historic video, which will be looking at the first half of 1970. Kind of like winter 69-70 and the spring of 1970. So that's all coming up over the weekend. Something for everyone. Have a great bank holiday weekend, and keep checking back to the channel for all of the uploads for today's video. So that's all for now, and thanks for watching.